Good morning. That's the Lord's Prayer, sung in Aramaic, which of course was Christ's language, by, I believe, a priest in Syria. You can find it on YouTube. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. This is just my little morning prayer. I do this every day, if I possibly can. I sort of get Monday off, actually. For whatever reason, I've had a very sort of spiritual week, reviewing my personal background, specifically in connection with monasticism, and me, myself, personally, looking very long and hard at becoming an actual sort of paid-up card-bearing member of a monastic order, which ultimately, I'm 64 years old now, I am a Christian, but ultimately I've put that to one side, really. I still have the greatest respect for human beings who dedicate their lives to seeking God, to loving God through Christ in a particular, very dedicated way. My spirit has continued to sort of keep me in the world, as St. Paul says, to be in the world but not of it, and I'm still really just in the ordinary world. I'm not off on these monks at Lérins, off the south of France by Cannes, on an island, and I listen to midnight vigils from La Grande Chartreuse in France, again in the South Mountains, and they're completely enclosed, isolated. And Benedictines also at l'Abbaye Barou in France. I would have gone into a Benedictine order if I'd pursued that. Curiously, not Franciscan, actually. To me, St. Francis is just too beautiful. I'd never be able to aspire to the heights of and depths of faith that were self-evident in his life. So, what do us religious do? Pray, you see. This Benedictine monk, just having a bit of a look at the place and the day in the life of a monk sort of thing. And someone said to him, "Oh, what do you monks do?" "Nothing, mate. All you do is pray to God. What's the point in that then?" Sort of thing. And his response to that was, "Well, actually, that's almost the highest compliment anyone can pay me. That is what I do. I love God through Christ. And I demonstrate my love by praying." It's in Psalm, depending which Bible, but it's in the sort of Protestant Bible. It's Psalm 119, I think, verse 164. And you pray 7 times a day, plus vigils at midnight. That's 8. Formal prayers sung in Latin. That's the sort of full-on Benedictine daily life. It's too rigid for me. I am a Christian, but anyway, so the thing is then, what about all this prayer? Well, prayer is very powerful. Christ says, with faith, you can move mountains, and for me, the mountains are in people's hearts. I've just, for whatever reason, reviewed a film I made virtually a year ago, entitled "And We Shall All Be Changed in a Moment, in the Twinkling of an Eye." So that's from Hand to Messiah, but it's from 1 Corinthians 15, the last chapter of the letter, the first letter to the Corinthians. Scientists would have a psychiatrist actually would have a heyday in this lot, wouldn't it? Wouldn't they? I mean, we believe in something that doesn't exist, and faith, and it's all a bit miraculous, and So then listening again to another film my fingers found on YouTube, I've just had this sort of monastic week, reviewing my thoughts and feelings and stuff about all this, and in my own spirit. And now, what did this chap say? He was a Trappist monk being interviewed, and for novitiates, for people thinking of going into this very enclosed, exclusive life dedicated to God. I mean, that's it. You give up on everything else, sort of thing, for life. Well, it's a big commitment, and they take it very seriously. It takes a long time to get in, and you can always back out, and so on and so on. It takes years before they sort of feel that that is your calling and it's right for you. Anyway, he says the first thing they do is, if someone turns up, say, "I want to be a Trappist monk," they send him off to a psychiatrist. Or actually, I think they have nuns, sisters as well, just to see, is this a nutter? Which I thought was quite interesting. Hey, he's all right, this chap. Very knowledgeable. Been at it for 50 years, so getting on a bit. Anyway, so, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or by opposing to end them. I'm not a Shakespearean fan, but I do know that particular phrase. So, the evil is all around us. How to oppose it? Well, stand up for Christ then. How about that? They can't stand the light.